Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Zwift Community Live broadcast of the road.cc group workout out on Zwift. We're about to get going with John's short mix, about 30 seconds to go to the start of this group ride. My name is Nathan Guerra. We're currently live broadcasting over at road.cc's Facebook, as well as on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube with the broadcast right now. I'm going to welcome to the broadcast Dave Atkinson from road.cc as we start up with our 5-minute warm-up here in group workout mode in Zwift. Dave, how's it going? Welcome to the broadcast. Oh, and let's get you there. There we go. Go ahead, Dave.
Yep, thank you very much for having me on the show. It's going to be good fun, this. Looks like we've got about 67 in the group. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good number of riders here. And it looks like we're getting a few directions there. This workout covers the spectrum from improving your brake weight to building your FTP. Sounds like it might hurt a little bit here. And real quick, for those who might not know what Zwift is, this is a massive multiplayer online game and training platform in which you actually ride with other individuals from all over the world. So currently we're looking at my avatar or person in game. You can see the wattage I'm putting out currently up at the top of the screen, along with the workout that we're going to be doing on the left hand of the screen, side of the screen. On the right hand side of the screen, you can see all of the other people who are in the workout with myself and Dave. Actually, let's see if we can find Dave, because he is riding right along with me actually in this workout right now. Dave, where are you located right now in the pack? Are you up toward the front or toward the back right now?
I'm somewhere near the back. No, I'm somewhere near the back at the moment.
All right.
So I'm riding with Mr. S Day and Mr. P Robot.
Okay, we have a lot of people actually in the group here, which is really good to see actually. Looking for a robot. We do see Stevenson here also from road.cc. It does look like quite a few of the employees from road.cc have showed up to the workout here today. So you guys been using Zwift a lot?
Yeah, we use Zwift quite a lot. There's a few of us who race and use it for training. That's kind of what I do with it. Others of us use it more as just kind of an indoor way of getting fit, having fun.
Right on, right on. So the other thing, so for those of you who might not know what road.cc is, Dave, do you want to give a quick little introduction as we warm up here before we get into, for me, 2 by 1 minute of 410 watts. So it looks like during the red sections of the workout, we're going to turn the music up a little bit.
Yeah, don't make much talking.
Wattage. But give us a little idea about, you know, for those who are ZCL viewers, what is road.cc?
road.cc is a UK-based road cycling website. So we're a news and reviews website. We're a kind of magazine online. Everything from commuting to competing. So we cover all aspects of road cycling, and we sort of dive off into gravel riding a bit as well when we're feeling like a bit of muddy work.
Nice, awesome. And about 9 years old, it looks like. That's great. That's really
great.
We've
been going for 9 years. And yeah, we've built up quite a big community. So it's really good to see so many people out today in the group workout and having some fun, in as much as you can have fun at, was it 410 watts for you?
Yeah, 410. And I actually, in order to get the wattage good here, well, get the wattage, but at the same time be able to communicate during the broadcast, there's a little feature on the left-hand side here that you can up or lower your wattage actually. So, and I believe I may be in ERG mode. I may not be in ERG mode right now. I believe it might have turned on though. If it's not, I'll just go for it. But for those of you who do not know what ERG mode is, it is where the trainer you are on forces you to do the wattage that is prescribed in the interval or your pedals stop. So, and Dave, what trainer are you using? And are you on the ERG mode?
I am on the ERG mode at the moment. Yeah, I'm on a Wahoo Kicker, the new version. We've had it in for test on road.cc. We really liked it. So that's in the office now, and a nice big telly, and a fan that may or may not be big enough. We'll find out later.
And this will be your first group workout, so definitely different than a race situation, I would think, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've done some sort of group social rides, and I've done some kind of harder group rides and some races, but this is a different thing indeed.
All right, so we got about 7 seconds here to the start of the first intervals. 1 minute. Is that right? Yep, 1 minute at 4:10. Here we go, Dave.
Yeah.
Let's get a little bit of music going here while we push. Yeah, I definitely have ERG mode on. And the graph at the bottom, you guys, shows exactly the comparison there of the wattage before that you were doing, or the wattage that you're doing throughout the workout, as well as the red line is your heart rate.
And we're clear.
30 seconds. Ooh.
There we go.
Now, we'll see how good my efficiency is as to whether or not my heart rate comes down now. So,
yeah, that's really not a lot of recovery time at all, is it?
Not much at all. I think that's the point. Here we go. One more, and then we'll have 2 minutes to 2:05. And all those people chatting, letting you know in game how much it hurts. Oh, I love it. There we go. Recovery. All right, and as our heart rates come down, we do have social media integration on. So if you want to interact, you can go ahead and do so by tweeting at ZCommunity Live or commenting over at road.cc's Facebook. We'll go ahead and answer all of your questions and comments.
Yeah, cool. And if you're training indoors, you can take a picture of your setup, tweet it over to the Zwift Community Live Twitter, and we'll try and get it up so we can see where everyone is.
I'd love
an
that.
Interesting thing to do.
We actually do have, it looks like, a setup here. Pick right now.
There's me.
So there's Dave's setup, what it's looking like from his perspective right now. So if you want to go ahead and do that, go ahead and tweet at ZCommunity Live. You do see Johnny was able to do that for us over there. So make sure to bring your questions and comments in, as well as your setups into the broadcast. 55 seconds. Man, this Johnny said this workout was no big deal, but it seems like it just keeps coming at you. Heart rate comes down, we start talking a little bit, and bam, 8:15 for 10 seconds. Ooh boy, and that's with a 10% decrease.
Yeah, that's an out of the saddle kind of effort, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, this is gonna be go in just a moment here. So I'm not gonna torture you. There's too long of a question in between these, but it does look like road.cc is starting a weekly Zwift YouTube series actually. So watch out for more media, live stream stuff, things like this. I believe mainly VOD it looks like though in the future here. Here we go, 8:15. Real quick though. Oh yeah, I definitely feel AERG on. Oh. I failed. Well, it gave me the star, but that was a fail. That was a fail.
Yeah, so we're running a series of Zwift videos on our YouTube channel every Monday, 6 p.m. GMT. So we're going to run through some basic setups in the first one. We're going to do like a budget setup, a mid-range, and then a money no object one, which is effectively what I'm riding now. And then from there we'll go into kind of more game tips and just stuff for getting the best out of the experience, really.
Whew. There are definitely plenty of little tips and secrets to take advantage of, that's for sure, in game, so that'll be helpful. Like what the heck these stars are and why do I want them on the left hand side of the screen right now. Ah, my ERG is too much. Fail.
That was hard.
Yeah, I think I was shifting too much for it to understand what I was trying to accomplish there, so it just gave me crazy tension. So,
well, it doesn't look like we've lost anyone yet. Anyway.
No, and that's kind of cool thing about group workout mode, right, Dave? So this is your first one.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you noticing that's different?
This is my first one, yeah.
About the situation?
It's just great that we can have riders that are obviously have different abilities doing the same workout and staying together. You know?
Yeah.
It really makes it more of a group experience. I've stopped talking for a minute.
Not sure about ERG mode.
The attacks apparently are over. No?
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, Zwift. The attack's are over. Not sure how many more I can take. But, getting dropped from the group, not an option though. It wouldn't matter if I could take them or not. That is one of the new features, probably that you're noticing, Dave, as all the riders stay together the entire time.
Yeah. No, and it makes it a really good experience. It's sometimes very difficult to stay together on a group ride, even when you're not kind of putting in a maximum effort. Because the drafting effect in Zwift means that if you drop off the back of the group, obviously you have to work quite a lot harder to get back on.
We're seeing Martin Jorkvik coming through here, saying that with ERG mode, it looks like on some of the shorter intervals like that, we need to wind up 5 seconds before a little bit to get the stars. The reaction is so intense to hold that wattage up front, I think, that the, I mean, it's only 10 seconds. So on the front end, on the other end of it, your response is pretty quick. So Stuart Greary coming in saying, second Zwift workout today. So people are liking the workout mode, it looks like.
That's good effort, that. Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. It varies from trainer to trainer, but certainly what you find on this kicker is that if you don't spin up to a high cadence before you start one of those heavy efforts in ERG mode, then you're always fighting to keep the cadence up, and it ramps up really quickly. So it's always good to get your cadence up to somewhere above 100 before you start, and then you've got somewhere to go, because if you start at 70, then you end up grinding to a halt.
Phew, just like I did. See, that's the inexperienced strain gauge power meter user who's got a nice smart trainer now, who never used it in workout mode. Being my own coach for so long, I just strain gauge power meter, repeats on Watopia Mountain, and but now with the group workout mode and the social aspect of it, I'm like super attracted to workout mode now a lot more, because the solo thing,
yeah,
you're kind of in this like vortex all alone. And I guess if you're really into like triathlons or something, that would be really interesting to you. But cycling is social, right, Dave? I mean, and having this company along with you, seeing that everybody's going along with you and that you complete this workout together from the comfort of your home or over there at road.cc or here at ZCL, it's really cool to connect with other people and know that everybody else is doing it with you.
Absolutely, and it's great, you know. We've got people, we've got Italy there, Switzerland, we've got people in the States. So everyone from people down the road to people the other side of the world, and it's great to be able to stay together in the group like this.
All right, so now we got 10 minutes at 2:40 from you, so this looks like a mid to high endurance effort, mid endurance tempo, or tempo effort. 10 minutes here. So, I have a question. So, what type of cyclist are you, Dave? You're saying you compete. So, is there a specific discipline?
Yeah. I mostly, when I'm competing, it's mostly crit races. So, where we live in Bath, there's a closed road circuit. It's about a mile circuit. And there's races all through the summer, and then there's a winter series now too. So those are the ones that I tend to do. And most of the training I do for that, I do indoors. So I'm no great shakes. I race third cat and get beaten every week. But it's good fun.
Right on, right. I get beat. Well, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Just playing.
Someone's got to make up the numbers.
And you've been using then Zwift mainly for that training, and also like, have you gotten into the social aspect? Are there some specific group rides that you've kind of gotten to know, or races? Yeah,
I mean, I've been doing some of the races, and also what I've really been enjoying is the World Bicycle Relief PST series of group rides, which are, you know, at a fairly easy level, but then with some sprints thrown in and then a mini race at the end. So you get a little bit of everything, really. You get the social aspect of keeping up with people and riding with them, and then you get a race at the end. And, you know, you get some proper sprint efforts in there too. So for the kind of racing that I want, that I'm doing outside, it's really good training.
Those are mainly early UK time, I believe, too. Is that right?
Evening. Well, the ones that I've been doing are evening UK.
Evening, okay.
So
I always see them.
Yeah, so they're
at
kind of like 9
my
PM.
time when I'm jumping on.
I think they do an early one as well.
They got rides all day long. The WBR, great group on Zwift for sure. And other staff riding. It looks like we have quite a few in here. Is most of the staff riding Zwift?
The guys that ride indoors, yeah, most of them do. So let's see who we've got. We've got Dave Arthur on this ride tonight. We've got John Stevenson, who actually doesn't work from the office. He lives about 150 miles away, so I don't often get the chance to ride with him. So it's good to get that. And then Jack, who's just down the road in Bristol. And I think Stuart was going to come on as well, but I haven't seen his name, so I'm not sure if he's not managed to get on. But there's at least 3 of us out today.
Do you follow them on Zwift? Are you friends with them?
I do, yes.
On Zwift?
Yeah.
So on your little mini map, not on our screen, but on your mini
I should be
map,
able to see, shouldn't I?
you can actually see the stars that are nearby, actually. Usually. It may be an open world riding only feature, though. I haven't actually tried it.
I can't see any on my map at the moment. Yeah.
So
perhaps I can't see any at the moment, so
it may be
it doesn't
only
work.
Open world riding. But if you do have friends that you do follow and you're linked through your account, you can see them in the open world riding, where they are, and go find them on the map. Go try and ride with them. There's also the ride with feature, obviously, so click on the rider and say, let's go ride with them when you first log into the game. So, this is a great question coming through. Will we see a road.cc staff team in races on Zwift?
Haha. Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, we have in the past had a road.cc team in real life. I mean, mostly it's just been us and hangers on. But yeah, it's something that we're looking at. We want to do more kind of stuff.
And see all the kits.
Yeah, be more kind of stuff interacting with the riders, and yeah. Yeah, we've got a kit in there. That's the most of the work done, isn't it?
It looks like it. I mean, 10 more minutes, and we got 5 more minutes. My heart rate does not want to fall, though. I think it's all the talking. Usually it's just heavy breathing, no talking too much unless I'm hanging out.
Yeah.
With others.
10 minutes is a long 10 minutes.
It is a long 10 minutes. The fact, this was the workout the dev team used to test workout mode during its development. I think it'd be good for that. It has a large range of intensities.
Yeah. It's great when you're looking at everybody's screen, you can see all the different powers that people are putting out and still managing to stay together. So I can see somebody putting out nearly 300 watts here, someone else putting out 150. You know, if we weren't in this mode, then people would be flying up the road.
It'd be absolutely blown apart. And a lot of times, that was one of the main things, actually, when riders were jumping into group rides within the social spaces, and they came with an expectation of a group ride, just like in real life. You show up to the local ride,
yeah,
and a couple hot shots start pushing on the front, and some people, then the egos start going, oh, I'll follow. And then a few on the back are like, what happened to the group ride? So group workout mode almost kind of manages that a little bit. And I've seen some of the community say, why don't we, for those who want it in their group ride, create something similar to this for the group ride that wants to stay together? That's effectively what you get.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
When you join one of these anyways. But it has to push you.
That's one of the reasons I've really enjoyed doing the WBR rides, because there's a really concerted effort to stay together as a group, except for the points where you're sprinting or you're racing at the end. So you get kind of the benefits of both.
Yeah, and that's the one ride I think where perhaps it wouldn't work out so well unless you had like live controls for the leader. It's like leader controls. And there was like a, all right, keep them together button. And then let the hounds loose button as well. It looks like there's a little surge at the front. It's interesting how the game
somebody's pulling it apart.
Yeah, the game still gives you a little bit of that, but then it gives you this kind of straight line, hang on to the wheel situation, like you're in a peloton that's pushing the pace.
Yeah, it's funny how the dynamic of it is very similar to being in a race, whereas if somebody goes off the front like that, it all strings out, and then you can see it now coming back together.
Yeah, so I think that is from somebody pushing the pace. I'm not positive. We could test it out. Maybe I give it a go. See what happens here. Yeah, it definitely sends me to the front.
Is that you at the front? There you go, yeah.
ERG mode's holding me back though, saying nope, you're not going anywhere. Now, if there wasn't ERG mode, I wonder if it would cause that string out situation. Oh.
Yeah, I guess it might do if you were pushing like well over what the interval was.
Yeah, with the rest of
you can see people now going off the front, and yeah.
Well, this is interesting. There is a little bit of a split in the group. I've never seen that before.
Oh yeah, I can see somebody coming back up there.
Perhaps. If you go to 0 watts, it might cause you to...
Yeah, I think if you stop pedaling, eventually you fall off the back, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. So, as far as your efforts in Zwift, do you feel that pushes you more than you would otherwise for your indoor training?
In terms of my indoor training, I would say definitely. I mean, I was just saying to Johnny here that I did a race last night on Zwift, one of the WBR races, and my power over 20 minutes was right up to my FTP. My heart rate at the end was right up to my max. I find it very difficult to put that kind of power out indoors. I find it difficult psychologically more than anything else, because if you're just doing an interval, it's very difficult to maintain it. But if you're trying to keep with a group, you're trying to kind of keep on in a race, and then you're sprinting for the line, it's a different experience. So yeah, I do find that it definitely tests me more than just, well, especially more than just staring at a blank wall. More than most other things I've tried.
What did you do before Zwift? Like, was there a lot of indoor training happening? That's the first question. I think, was there a lot of indoor training even happening before Zwift?
Before a few years ago, no, not at all. I mean, I kind of switched over to indoor training when it was possible to get a decent indoor trainer and do stuff on an app that kind of made it interesting. So I've tested a few trainers for road.cc, and I've used the Be Cool app, I've used the Sufferfest, and I've used Trainer Road, I've used Zwift, and they all have their pros and their cons. Generally, I've found Zwift to be very good. I mean, it's good in that you can do stuff that's social, and you can also do stuff that's properly intense. So you can kind of tailor what you're doing to how you feel.
You were saying so you did the race. Is that yesterday? You said you set your FTP during the race at a new max heart rate.
Yeah.
Yesterday? Is this yesterday?
So actually, I was. Yeah. So I was racing as a C category, which is up to 3.2 watts per kilo. I actually ended up putting out 3.21, so they bumped me up to B. And
upgrade.
I mean, that meant I didn't win, which is a bit of a shame.
What course was it on?
But yeah, I mean,
Dave, what course was it?
It was the London flat course.
Flat course. Oh, so, wow. Yeah. So on the flat course, you put out a new... That's crazy. Wow, that must have been a hard race.
Yeah, so that's the hardest... It was hard, yeah. It was properly hard. It was a similar kind of effort to racing outdoors, and it's not often you can say that.
So that's another thing, I think, is the the whole idea. We're about to end the group workout part here, but we'll keep chatting for a minute or two as we. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with this, we exit the group workout, and it gives us this screen that'll go away in 26 seconds. You can see what you did. You can see my TSS. It was a shorter workout, so supposedly I'm a bum, and I didn't go hard enough, and my guy looks sad. 382 calories. I got 10 out of 11 stars in that ERG. There's also a general here that shows you where you went, shows you the people who gave you ride-ons, people you rode with, and you can add them as friends. You add a goal in there as well if you want to. Also shows you your critical powers for all time, along with during this workout. Pretty cool little ride report you can get. See your cadence and heart rate, all that good stuff. Average power distributions, etc. So speaking of courses then too, we're out on this London course, and you did a London flat race last night, but there's more courses than that. I mean, you've ridden them all. Oh, wait, you were trying to get level 10. So
yeah. So I've spent most of the day when we've been setting this up, spinning around to. I've got up from 8 to 9 today, so I'm about a fifth of the way through 9 now. So yeah, I might just like do an extended warm down and see if I can like squeeze out a few more Ks.
There we go. There we go. So there is London, Watopia, and Richmond. They did recreate the Richmond World course from 2015, and those are the 3 courses out on Zwift Worlds, because there's plenty of courses within each one of those worlds that you can ride on. The recent expansion we were kind of playing at there a little bit is the Mayan or jungle expansion, which is like an ancient ruins section on the Watopia course that you have to be level 10 or higher in order to enter. Or, Dave, have you tried jumping into a group ride that's heading to the Mayan?
I have, yeah.
So you're able to see it?
Yeah, I have done that. I have seen it. Yeah, I've been around it a couple of times.
Awesome. It's
yeah, it's great. It's very different. So it's it's a different experience riding around there.
Yeah, it's definitely their most graphically beautiful, for sure, I would think, and a very different look because there's a lot of dirt roads out there as well. I'm gonna look real quick and see if we have any more social media interaction coming through here. Stuart Geary saying that we're famous. Looks like it was one of the riders that was out there with us. Great to have you out there with us. Would be good to see who in the group got what stars. Oh, that's a great set of feedback back there, John Grenfell. Appreciate that. And there's been some great ideas that came through. We actually had like a feedback day on Zwift Community Live where we chatted a little bit about what could be added to group workout mode, and I think some sort of accomplishment signification for those who are in the group and how they're doing with the workout would be kind of cool, Dave, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that would definitely add an extra dimension to it.
Okay, so you guys are going to be doing, it looks like then, you said every Monday, is it? Is that correct with the Zwift YouTube videos?
Yeah, look out for those every Monday on the road.cc YouTube channel, and also we're going to be setting up some group rides within Zwift over the next few weeks, so watch out for them too. Right
on. And then anything else that road.cc is up to? I mean, obviously you guys are going to be out there doing the rides. Is there anybody that, if they want to hang out with the road.cc guys, who do they need to look for? Dave Atkinson? I mean, they're going to want to follow you guys now and ride with you,
Dave Atkinson, yeah. So I'm Dave Atkinson. Also on the ride today we had John Stevenson. We had Jack Sexty on the ride. We had David Arthur on the ride. And also Stu Curtin, who I don't think was on the ride, but is on Zwift quite a lot. So there's 5 of us that do it a fair bit, and then other people dip in and out as well. And now that we've got our little suffer station set up in the office, everyone can have a go over here too.
There we go. That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys can also find this ride on Strava. I will be uploading it to Strava at the end of the workout here and see everybody that also uploads to Strava who rode with us as well. Just a pretty cool feature there. So, Dave, that was a great workout. Did you get pushed at all? I mean, your legs might have been a little bit sore from yesterday.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was just right for me. I, like you, I sacked it off a little bit and cheated with my FTP so that I could still talk. But it was still, you know, I was still working hard.
Maybe I should have brought it down a little bit, man. Oh, the host was dying. But that's the point. Was misery loves company. That's what you know, Coach Hendy. We do those Coach Hendy workout rides on Wednesdays a lot of times, and he always says misery loves company, and there tends to be some quiet moments during those broadcasts too, but you can see why with the expression on the heart rates. So, all right, thanks a lot. I appreciate your time so much, Dave. It was good doing the workout with you, and we're looking forward to those YouTube videos and seeing you guys out on Zwift. And make sure to look out for that road.cc kit in game. Is that an open kit, Dave? Is that open?
Yeah, that's an open kit. So yeah, you can go in and unlock that easily.
People can go in and find that. And there are places on the web to go find that for the code, unless Dave might have the code. Is it maybe go road.cc?
I think the code is just road.cc, but
okay.
Don't hold me to that.
Gotcha.
I know if you go to Zwift blog, you can find it on there, and you can also find it on our site too.
Gotcha. So you can find it on the sites there, and you just press P in game if you do want to open it up and put in the code to open up that kit. All right, Dave. Thanks a lot for tuning in with us from all the way on the other side of the world. Absolutely awesome what this program can make happen. We're riding together in a virtual world on virtual streets of London here, getting a workout in. Pretty cool.
Brilliant. Thanks for having me, Nathan. It's been good fun.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Dave. All right. And that was our Zwift Community Live broadcast of the road.cc group workout with John's Mix. Absolutely awesome to have those guys on the program today. Again, watch out for those videos coming from road.cc on Mondays of Zwift group workouts, rides, races, and look out for the guys out on Zwift. Sounds like they're using it quite a bit throughout the winter here. So we'll be back tomorrow with the SCR Racing Series on all of the Zwift Community Live spaces. Make sure if you're watching over on road.cc, go ahead and hit that follow button on road.cc, and you can find all of our ZCL stuff, Zwift Community Live stuff, on twitch.tv/Zwift Community Live for all things live with Zwift. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and see you tomorrow for the SCR race.